Hello everyone, my name is Kevin and today we're talking about one very simple topic. You know what it is? It's the volcano. Well, you might try to explain a volcano and how it's like, right? By your explanation, you might say a volcano is a steep hill that is full of ash and it spats out lava. Well, it's not the correct way to explain it. And today, we're going to explore it deeper into science and find out what actually is a volcano. First, let's talk about what is a volcano. A volcano is a crater that is usually made from a convergent boundary or a divergent boundary. Well, first, we're talking about volcanoes made by the convergent boundary. Most volcanoes are made from convergent boundaries, which means two plates crash into together and makes a hill. Well, do you know what's a tectonic plate? A tectonic plate makes up the earth, and the mantle under it moves it around, just like a puzzle, but you kind of like roll it like a ball and it keeps shaking. So first, let's see what happens if the convergent boundaries crash. First, we have two plates together like this, and one of them crashes under, and then the lava spits out. That's the most simple type of volcano. And then when the lava spits out, it makes the shape of the volcano and what it looks like. The next one we're talking about is the divergent boundaries. There are only two divergent boundaries on land. Well, divergent boundaries are made when the plates slip out. Right? Like if you tear one of the tectonic plates or just kind of like take it over. So that also means that the mantle inside will spit out the lava. Now, let's go on to the second question. What are the three types of volcanoes? The first one we're talking about is the most common one. Okay, at the beginning of the video, I described that you might be describing the volcano is a cone that lava spits out. So, this type of volcano, the cinder cone, is actually what you described. The cinder cone is a cone-shaped volcano. And as the lava spits out, it makes even a bigger cone as the lava dries. The next one is a shield volcano. As the name suggests, the shield volcano is kind of like flat, but not actually flat. It forms like a hill, kind of like a shield, but not as big as a hill. It's much more bigger. Like Mauna Loa, a Hawaiian volcano, is a shield volcano. So if you take it from the water level to the top, it will not be as tall as the Mount Everest. But if you count the deep ocean with the water level and the top, then it will be even taller than Mount Everest.
Wow.
That's a huge one, right? Wow. But how could it be that tall? Well, a shield volcano is simple. So, first there would be a mid-ocean ridge, which means there is lava flowing out in the ocean. Well, you will look at like it just dried up, but it doesn't. The lava flows up and then cracks the rock layer outside it, and it continues to grow until you get a volcano like Mauna Loa. And the third one we're talking is the most extreme type of volcano. It's the stratovolcano or the composite volcano. Well, stratovolcanoes or composite volcanoes, firstly, they're just look like shield volcanoes. But it's lava. The lava gets out and then it looks more like a cone. So strato means layers, and volcano means a crater that spats out lava, which means a stratovolcano is a volcano that spats out lava and makes up layers to look like a cone. Do you now understand? Okay. Now we're talking about the body parts of a volcano. Yeah, let's imagine that kind of like a volcano on your own named Lily or Kevin or Andrew, like that. Explodes and erupts. So first, you'll notice there would be lava spatting down. Okay, this is the easiest one. And the next one is the ash. The ash, it might seem easy, but it's really, really complicated. Well, here, let me take you a closer look. The ash, it's mixed with carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide, hydrogen sulfide, hydrogen chloride, helium, sulfur oxide, dihydrogen dihydrogen oxide, which is water vapor. Now you know how complicated that is. I even misspelled some words. After the ash, we have the magma chamber under here. We also have the vent, where the lava flows out and the ash gets out too. And here is the central vent, where the lava from the magma gets up to the vent. And under here we have the earth crust. Well, not like a pizza crust, but the earth crust is what that is made up tectonic plates. And under the earth crust is the mantle, which I told you earlier that may move the tectonic plates. And here, the explosion of the lava is called a volcanic plume. A volcanic plume, okay? Kind of like here's a volcano. It explodes. And here's what it goes. This is called the volcanic plume. And sometimes the volcanic plume dries up and then it becomes ash and then falls down. So that is really hot ash, like what happened in Pompeii. So that volcano in Pompeii destroyed all of the city, and all the people in there are covered in ash. It's so hot it killed their bodies, but only the ash and the bones left. So kind of like it's like a statue. So that's what happened to a volcano. And finally, we just learned all the body parts and how it explodes. So let's move on to our last part, the fun facts. Okay, so do you know a volcano named Krakatoa? Well, Krakatoa has the loudest explosion sound ever. Do you know how scientists record and what did they record? They recorded the sound and then they now saw that the sound waves, it went all around the earth. So it's called the loudest one ever. And also, the Krakatoa sent ash 6,000 kilometers away to the North Philippines. The next one is about the mantle. Okay, so you know the mantle, and then it makes up a magma chamber. Like I just told you before. Like the magma chamber, okay? So the magma chamber can be as hot as 700 degrees Celsius to 2,000 degrees Celsius. That's enough to burn the crust. And that's too much for a pizza crust. Just kidding. And the final one. Let's see. Here we go. The Pacific Ring of Fire contains 75% of all volcanoes in the world. That means 450 volcanoes. That's a lot of volcanoes, right? So that's a lot of fun facts, and I hope you like it. And the whole video too. We wish you will subscribe my channel, and then you can also have a big like and good comments for this video. And it's time to say goodbye. Bye!